So, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everyone. This is Chicago Pinot. I'm not in the picture today, but my guest, Melanie Wagner, certainly is. So I've got some questions for Melanie and her book, Hello Wine, which came out in November, right? Like just before Christmas. And we are at the bookseller right now with our killer echo behind us. So hopefully you won't be hearing too much of that, but I want you to be hearing all about Melanie. So tell me, Melanie, a little bit about your path from education to wine sales rep and now wine teacher.
Sure. I'm a teacher deep inside.
Mm-hmm.
I started out as a Montessori preschool teacher right out of college in San Francisco. Quickly learned that I could not pay the bills on a teacher's salary, and I needed to do something different where I made more money if I wanted to stay in San Francisco.
Sure.
So I had a very enlightening conversation with the mother of one of the children in my class. She said she sold wine for a living, and I decided that day, after hearing the details of what that entailed, that I wanted to be in the world of wine. But before that, I didn't know very much about wine. I just really liked drinking it. So
Okay, great.
definitely a change.
So what was your first job in the field?
I worked for a company called Henry Wine Group. They're a wine distributor who represented at that time about 1,500 different fine wine brands from all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
They were known as being one of the most educated sales force out there, which is kind of ironic given that I knew nothing about wine. But they were great on training and really helped me learn a lot in a very short period of time.
Okay. So they give you the big list of wines that you have to familiarize yourself, and I'm guessing you haven't had a chance to try many of them.
No, I mean that was part of my job. That was the fun part actually, was that I would go to tastings, and I think anybody who wants to get in the wine business,
Mm-hmm.
that working for a distributor with a largish portfolio is one of the best stepping stones that you can. Or some people stay in that job for their career, but
Sure.
I think it's such a great job for exposure to so many different types
Mm-hmm.
of wine, and you also, in that role, you get a sense for what it's like for your customers too. So you sort of see behind the scenes for what it's like to be a wine retailer,
Uh-huh.
what it's like in restaurants.
Sure.
You really get a very well-rounded view of the industry working for a distributor.
Okay. What were some of the growing pains? Think back about your first year.
Gosh, I think that the growing pains shaped my entire perspective on wine, and that's really when people say, what's your unique take on wine. I think it is really about the growing pains that I experienced.
Mm-hmm.
Being in arguably the most sophisticated wine market in the country, working for a distributor that was very well respected, and coming in and feeling absolutely stupid
Really?
every day for 3 years.
Did it hit you very quickly that you're in a very wine literate city and you're working with a very exclusive book?
It was overt. I mean, I was made fun of on a daily basis
Oh.
by people that I sold wine to, by people that I was selling wine with, my peers. I was definitely, I cried on many occasions because I was met with a lot of people that were, wine snobs. And that's
Mm-hmm.
part of what really frustrated me, and I think ultimately fueled me to write the book, was that
Right.
I felt like if our common goal is to get more people drinking wine and enjoying wine, then we all should be spreading the love.
Mm-hmm.
We should all be taking anybody who's curious about wine and treating it in a very gentle and kind
Sure.
way, instead of making people feel less than because they don't know enough about wine
Right.
yet.
Sure. Now, how did your teaching background kind of bring you full circle?
To me, I think the fact that I was a teacher before I got into wine, I think it was a natural progression for me to just loop back right around and start teaching other people about
Mm-hmm.
wine. So the minute I felt confident in what I knew about wine, I instinctually started teaching other people about it.
Okay.
And that was sort of my angle with sales. I went back into my clients, to restaurants and retail stores, and said, okay, well, I might not know everything about the world of wine, but I know all that I can about these few wines. So let me come in and train your staff.
Mm-hmm.
And I loved doing that. I found that I really, got a natural high from helping
That's
other
great.
people learn about wine and getting them excited about it, and that helped my sales too. And so then eventually one of my customers, a restaurant, said, "We want to do some consumer wine classes, and we would love for you to come teach the classes."
Okay.
And I was honored, and also felt like I wasn't totally qualified for that yet. But then I ended up doing it. I was so nervous. I remember my first class teaching.
Well, I saw you here tonight. You don't seem nervous at all. It's just like,
I'm not nervous anymore. I don't get nervous
good.
anymore. But because I feel like I've probably fielded almost every wine question there is. But there was a lot of in the beginning. Just I'm sure when you start in any industry, I had to say I don't know
Right.
all the time, and I would travel around in my car with. This was before smartphones were everywhere. I didn't have a smartphone, so I would travel around with the Oxford Companion to one other, thick reference books.
Right.
And I would look up the answer, and then I would know it the next time.
Okay. Good. So what brought you to the Chicago market? You're just outside the city, right?
A man brought me to the Midwest.
Ah.
Yes, my husband grew up in Evanston, Illinois.
Okay.
And we decided that this would be a great
All
place
right.
to
And have you taught each other a lot about wine?
Oh yeah, he knew a good bit before I met him actually, and he loves to cook and is an incredible chef. Not a trained chef, but just keeps me thick and well fed, I would say.
Okay.
But yeah, we make a great pair.
I'm curious about some maybe wines you might suggest for different occasions. We have Valentine's Day coming up. Do you have a favorite wine or two that really epitomizes that day?
I mean, it depends on what you're eating for dinner, but I would say probably a lot of people are going to go for red meat for Valentine's Day. So I think definitely Cabernet is a safe bet.
Sure.
There are really good values. If you want to try something other than Cabernet, but you like that big, brawny, dry kind of taste, and you're doing red meat, wine from Portugal, I am loving right now. Not quartz, but dry wine, red wine from Portugal. I think they are like, it's crazy the value that you can get. I think a $20 bottle, and there's not a huge selection. So if you go to a large wine store like a Vinnie's or something, there might only be 3 or 4 choices. But almost everything I've tried in a dry red wine from Portugal, they're usually about 15 to 20, maybe $25. They're going to taste like a much more expensive wine.
Okay.
Completely undervalued.
All right.
Delicious.
Great. And have you made any new wine discoveries in our never-ending winter here?
Oh, I drink a lot, I have to say, for sure. I think Italian wine, because we're eating at my house, we're eating a lot of, heavier, heartier pastas and that kind of thing. I think that Italian wines are always, I love Southern Italian wines right now too. I think that's another great area to get values. The wines from Tarazzi specifically that are made from the Aglianico grape are hearty, kind of spicy and minerally, and just really, really interesting and have a lot of character for the price tag also.
Very good. Well, this has been very informative. I've enjoyed the book. I've had it on my Kindle for a couple months now, and I'm very excited to meet you finally. Do you have any travel plans for the year? Any idea where you want to take your career in the future?
I'm really happy with where my career is now because I'm a mom of 2 little boys. So it's really nice I loved writing the book. It was such a joy, and it felt like flow. Something I can kind of get lost in and do. My husband would come in when I was writing and say, would you like to eat today? Or, I have to remind myself to get up and take a bathroom break because I really enjoyed the process of writing it so much, and it felt very natural. So I hope there are more books to come in my future.
Okay.
And I love the public speaking and talking about wine. So I'm pretty happy with where it's gone right now, but you never know what's around the corner.
You do a lot of independent consulting and classes
I do. I'm writing
right now.
for a couple of people on the North Shore right now, restaurants. It's really been fun.
Good.
And travel-wise, I think my top region that I really want to get to now is South Africa. I'm really I'm really enjoying that region as a whole, and think there are a lot of exciting wines coming out of South Africa, and it seems pretty exotic and like a place that I'd really like to get to
Okay,
next.
great. Well, thank you very much for your time, Melanie. This is Chicago Pinot signing off, and I definitely encourage folks to pick up Hello Wine. It's available at fine bookstores, just like the
bookseller.
bookseller. Yes, I couldn't think of the name of it here up on the north side.